Hi there. So going to the next section of our property course is where and what to buy. Now I've broken this down into sort of two property types. Right, you've got leaseholds. Now leaseholds are typically flats. The downside to that is you pay management fees and ground rents, so you've got an extra cost. The plus side that these fees typically cover sort of maintenance to the exterior and communal areas and the shell insurance. So sometimes it's a bit Peter and Paul. You pay out maintenance charge, but you're not paying out insurance. So that might balance itself out. Now, a leasehold is typically a flat, which is cheaper than a house. So it might suit you and your budget to buy flats rather than houses, down to cost. But you could potentially have problems with unscrupulous freeholders. We mentioned buying ground rents before and the sort of soft commissions and admin fees they can put onto things. You are subject to that a little bit. Now for me, flats are a great place to start a portfolio, and the bulk of my portfolio are flats because I bought them all 20 plus years ago. And by owning flats, you do remove a degree of risk from your portfolio. Now flats, by the nature of them being leasehold, it's a collective investment of the leaseholders together. So if there is a problem with the sort of building, the structures, something like that, the roof, you collectively repair it rather than individually. So there's a little bit of comfort there. But on the downside, you have got a third party in your property transaction. You have got the freeholder. And sometimes you do need letting consent from the freeholder. Not every time. You'll get asked all the time for freeholder consent, but it's down to what's in the lease, whether you actually need it or not. So it's a case of reading the lease when you get that letter, or you're paying hundreds of pounds out every time you get a new tenant. I think flats are a brilliant place, again, for the new investor, because some of the risks are taken out. You know, as I said, the shell of the building is a collective responsibility. The roof of the building is collective responsibility. So if there's anything truly wrong structurally, it's not just you that's got to pay for it. The downside is you've got a third party into the transaction. You've got the freeholder who's going to charge you admin fees when you want to sell, admin fees when you're changing tenants. He's going to take hefty commissions out of the insurance. So the insurance is based more on which is the best commission rather than the cheapest insurance. And for me, although the bulk of my portfolio is flats because I bought them a long time ago and it was right at the time, I would never buy a flat again. It's the freeholder is just too much of a wild card. I had one hold up a property transaction of mine for months until we agreed what bribe he was going to get for filling out a form. If I knew it was only going to be 500 quid, I might have gone onto it much quicker. But I say he could charge me 5,000 or 50,000 because I couldn't sell the flat without his. It was like a 5-minute form. So it's. For that reason, I stay away from them now. It's fingers burnt a little bit. And just quick note on leasehold houses, never touch them. Just walk away from a leasehold house. I can make a whole hour-long video about why they're bad, but leasehold houses are designed to make the houses a little bit cheaper because of the lease, and then the lease just stings you. So just no. Anyway, I hope that was useful. See you on the next one. Bye-bye. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Thanks. See you on the next one.